If you've ever opened TikTok Ads Manager and thought, okay, how much should I actually spend to make this work? You are not alone. In 2025, this is one of the most confusing questions small business owners ask. It feels like TikTok is made for brands with massive budgets, but that's not true. Today, I'm going to break it all down for you step by step. We'll talk about exactly how much to spend, what each dollar actually buys you, and how to stretch the same budget using TikTok's 50% ad credit offer without overspending or getting overwhelmed. I'm Erin from StartupWise, and I help small business owners make sense of online marketing so you can grow your brand without wasting money. Why TikTok ads still work in 2025. TikTok isn't just a place for entertainment anymore, it's where people discover things. Everyday users search for stuff like best lash serum for growth, coffee shops near me, affordable marketing tools for small business. Now, TikTok charges advertisers in three main ways. First, CPM or cost per mille. That just means the price to show your ad 1,000 times. Next is CPC or cost per click. That's what you pay every time someone actually taps your ad. And finally, CPA or cost per acquisition. It's basically how much it costs to actually get a paying customer. So if you spend $100 and get 4 customers, your CPA is $25. Simple as that. Those three metrics tell you the health of your ad. Why this matters for small businesses. Here's what most people don't realize. If your ad gets strong engagement, your costs go down. So when you spend money on ads, you're not just buying exposure, you're teaching TikTok who to show your business to next. Why advertising here works. Now, if you scroll down on the TikTok ads homepage, you're gonna see 4 quick cards that explain why this platform is so powerful for small businesses. So first, 2 of 3 product discoveries happen on TikTok, and that's data backed. So TikTok users don't just scroll, they explore. If your product solves a problem or catches curiosity, you're right where they are looking. You can attract new customers, and TikTok users are 1.2 times more likely to explore new retailers and brands. And of course, driving more sales. 61% of the TikTok audience have purchased something directly on TikTok or right after seeing it on TikTok. Find your audience. So TikTok doesn't just target by age or gender, it learns through behavior. What people watch, replay, or share tells the algorithm what they care about today. That means your ads actually get shown to people who are most likely to buy your product and not just random demographics. Unlock your creativity. So you don't need a studio or a team. TikTok gives you templates, trending sounds, and access to its creative center. You can literally study what's performing in your own niche and then build your own ad in minutes. Measure your impact. So this is where the TikTok pixel comes in, a short code you place on your website. All right, so I'm going to scroll up to create advertiser account. So I already have an account, but right here, you would just enter your email and your password and make sure your password's between 6 and 20 characters. Then you can click these boxes. The first one confirms TikTok's terms of service, and the second one just signs you up for updates, which you can always opt out for later. From there, you'll move on to step 2, where you'll choose your country, time zone, and your currency. It's gonna be US dollars if you're in the US. So once you've signed in, you'll land into TikTok Ads Manager, your control room for creating campaigns, performance tracking, and billing. So you can just take a minute to click through everything to get familiar, and then you'll be ready to plan your first campaign. Section 5, finance to promotions. So before we even get into budgets, let's make sure you know about something most advertisers miss. TikTok gives new accounts free matching credits to test. So inside of your ads manager, go to the top bar and you want to click finance, click leave site. You'll see a panel like this, click promotions, and voila, our status is October 2025 new advertiser coupon. So here's what that means. TikTok matches half of what you spend up to $6,000 total. There's no promotion code, no forms. It just happens automatically for new advertisers this month. Down below, you'll see the valid dates. Mine says October 16th, 2025 to November 15th, 2025, because that is when I redeemed it. So yours might shift slightly based off of your sign up date. So if you're wondering how much should I spend, the smartest answer is spend enough to let the algorithm learn while that 50% is still active, because it's basically TikTok saying we'll pay for half of your test budget. How much to actually spend, the 3-phase strategy. Now let's get into what everyone's here for, how much to actually actually spend and when, here is the roadmap that works for 90% of small businesses I've helped. Phase 1 testing, weeks 1 to 2. Budgets $50 to $100 a day. At this stage, you're not buying profit, you're buying information. So you're testing out different videos, different hooks and audience types. And your goal is to see what gets clicks and what sparks people's interest. Phase 2 optimization, weeks 3 to 4. Budget $100 to $200 a day. Now that you've identified which ads perform, increase your budget gradually. You want to cut the weak ones, tweak the strong ones, and let the system log onto your most responsive audience. Phase 3 scaling. So this is after the 4-week mark. Once you've got proof that your ads convert, don't just double your budget overnight. Increase it by 20 to 30% every few days. TikTok's system hates sudden jumps. If you scale too fast, it resets your learning phase and drives your costs back up. Consistency will always win over chaos. Now let's take a closer look at the official ad credit offer itself. So this is what ties your budget strategy together. When you click the link down below, it takes you directly to TikTok's official business partner page. You'll see a banner that says unlock growth on TikTok ads with a limited offer. Supercharge your ads, claim up to $6,000 in ad credit now. So here's how it actually works. TikTok uses a 5-tier spend X get Y coupon, and it looks like this. Spend $200, get $200 back. Spend $500, get $500 back. If you spend $1,500, you'll get $1,000 back. If you spend $6,000, you get $4,000 back. Spend $10,000, get $6,000 back. You get 30 days from registration to use those credits. So once you sign up, the countdown automatically starts. So this promo isn't a gimmick. It's TikTok's way of helping small advertisers learn without losing money. Think of it as insurance for your testing phase. Now, this offer only runs until October 31st. So if you are watching before then, go ahead and use our link down below and activate it before it expires. You'll see the exact same screen I'm showing, and there's no hidden fees, no upsells, just an official TikTok partner offer. And honestly, I see it like this. TikTok's not trying to make you spend more. They're saying we'll cover part of your learning curve so you can get those results faster. Section 8, how TikTok's algorithm learns. Think of TikTok's algorithm like a student in training. At first, it has no clue who your customers are, so it experiments. It tests your ad with different people, collects data, and learns who actually takes action. Once it starts to see patterns like, okay, women ages 25 to 40 who watch skincare and business videos engage the most, it narrows down your targeting automatically. And that's why consistency matters so much. If you keep changing budgets or pausing campaigns, you reset that learning progress. Why budget structure matters. When you divide your ad budget into phases, testing, optimizing, scaling, you're giving your campaigns structure. Each dollar has a purpose. Without a structure, every ad feels random. Common mistakes. Let's go over a few mistakes that almost everyone makes early on. Number 1 is spending too little. $5 a day will not teach TikTok anything. Number 2, wrong campaign objective. Traffic means clicks, conversions mean purchases. Pick the right one for your goal. Number 3, no pixel. Without it, you can't track or optimize. Always install the pixel first. Number 4, scaling too fast. Budget jumps over 30%. Reset learning. Go slow. Number 5, poor creative. The first 2 seconds decide if someone watches or scrolls. You want to use motion, speak naturally, and look like a real human and not an ad. The key is not to stress about those daily numbers. Ads fluctuate all the time. Focus on the week-to-week trends instead, and that's where you'll see your true progress. Scaling without wasting money. When you find a winning ad, duplicate it instead of editing it. That keeps its performance data intact. If the same person sees your ad over 2.5 times and conversions drop, refresh the creative. Scaling isn't about spending more, it's about carefully feeding what already works. Final thoughts. So how much should you spend on TikTok ads in 2025? Start small, learn fast, scale slowly. You're not buying luck, you're buying clarity. And right now, TikTok is literally matching half of your ad budget, up to $6,000 to help you learn faster. If you want to set that up, go to startupwise.com/TikTokUS before October 31st, 2025 to activate it. I'm Erin from StartupWise, and remember, ads aren't about spending more, they're about spending smarter. If this helped, subscribe for more tutorials on growing your business step by step without wasting a cent.